Hi, welcome back to Centre Equestre La Luce and Live and Breathe Horses. We're on Words of Wisdom with Buck Brannaman and this lovely little Groundwork book. So today I was going to talk about backup, and there's quite a lot in this. It's a bit too much to go through, so I thought I would just pick out this one paragraph as there's a few real words of wisdom in there. So we're going to stand directly in front of the horse and offer a little energy down the rope. And if he doesn't understand, become more active until he moves back. Keep repeating this until you offer a good deal and he understands and responds. Then it becomes so subtle that your suggestion is indistinguishable. Between each backup, lead him up to you and pet him so he doesn't get scared of you being in front of him. This is another separation for him to learn. So the first point I'm going to pick out there is just about the offering a little energy. So a very, very little, so in this case we're talking about jiggling the rope to ask the horse to back up. So we always are going to assume and believe that the horse is going to respond to our minimum cue. And if he doesn't, then we must immediately start building up and quit as soon as he's about to respond. So in this case with the backing up, it would be as soon as he decides. If we miss that, as soon as he shifts his weight back, then we quit. And if we miss that as well, then we're going to quit when he's actually moved his feet back. And all the time, I think it's very important to have self-love and kindness to ourselves. So when we know we've missed it, not to beat ourselves up and say, oh, this is my tendency, and I know a lot of you have the same thing because I've had a lot of clients with the same thing. Oh God, look, I've missed it again, and oh, I'm so stupid, and oh, I'm never going to get it, and oh, I'm not good enough. Whatever negative stuff, the way we talk to ourselves is so often like we wouldn't talk to even an enemy like that. So it's very much about not putting that negativity on our horse. So when it doesn't go, that we notice, so I'm glad, thank goodness I noticed I was late there, so next time I can do it better. I'm learning. Horses are generous. They put up with our human misgivings. So I think it's very much about just putting the ego aside and being humble enough to admit with a going forward idea and not going back into negativity. So looking to how we can make it better. And then he talks about offering a good deal. So that's, I love that way he always talks about things. He says that a lot, I noticed at the clinic. And I've picked up the habit of also using, so you're always going to offer a good deal, always. And if the good deal isn't taken up by the horse, then you can always add a bit more. Once you've done too much, you can't take it away. So it's offering a good deal and knowing when you have to add in a bit extra. And then he says, of course, about the suggestion being indistinguishable. So that's when you really get it working well, that it's just such a subtle shift in your energy, intention, and, being very clear with what you want, that the horse picks that up. But to a spectator, they wouldn't even see what you're doing. So of course the horses are so much more aware and tuned in that we have to be always very, very attentive to how much we can reduce, how little can we do, what are we projecting with our energy and perspective, and how many opinions and ideas going round in our head that we should really be getting out and really working from the heart and the feel. So although this is a simple thing, you see there's so much in it. And then he says at the end there's another separation for him to learn, so that's when you're there, when you're saying go and when you're saying come, that the horse learns to separate those things. So I think for me a lot of value in that quite simple exercise. So thank you for listening and being with us today, and we'll see you next time.